Hi, I'm Jalith from www.mrsmojo.co.uk, which I set up to help you know it's good to be you. Now today I want to talk to you about anxiety because I know so many of you go through it. Now anxiety is a feeling of worry, fear or unease about a situation that has an uncertain outcome. So this could be exams and tests, it could be socialising, relationships, money, jobs, or just totally your future. You feel like you haven't got control and then you worry about what other people will think of you. So it can make you feel sick, dizzy, breathless. You could have pins and needles, a churning feeling in your stomach. It can make you go to the loo more and it can make you have panic attacks. Now, there's no one thing that causes anxiety, but your past experiences and your current experiences can contribute to anxiety as well as drugs and alcohol. But I want you to know that it is totally normal to have anxiety. As humans, our bodies have evolved to protect us. So we've got these hormones that automatically kick in at the sense of danger, and it's called the fight or flight response. Now these hormones alert us so that really we can get to safety fast. They make our heart beat faster so the blood gets to where it needs to be. So it was great for the cavemen, but nowadays we don't have to fight for our survival. So the fight or flight response kicks in whenever we feel threatened or worried. And what should happen is the fight or flight hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, return to normal levels once the danger has passed. But today, the majority of us stay in a heightened state, feeling more stressed and more anxious, which can ultimately lead to physical and mental illnesses. So it's important for you to be able to manage your anxiety and let it out in a way that's not going to harm you or anyone else. If you keep the anxiety bottled up inside, it'll find a way to get out, such as crying, panic attacks, anger, or self-harm. In my experience as a life coach, anxiety is caused by the thoughts that you keep on thinking. These thoughts become a belief, and your brain is set up to give you evidence to show you that what you believe is true. For example, if you believe that you're rubbish at maths and are anxious about an upcoming maths test, then your brain will seek out the evidence to show you that you're rubbish at maths. You'll remember getting answers wrong in class, or the time you really struggled on a difficult sum, or you'll remember the poor grades, or even just not liking a maths teacher. Now your brain isn't doing this to be horrible. It's just the way it sifts through all of the information it has to process on a daily basis. And it's also a way that you get to be in control of your life because you have control over your thoughts. So your thoughts are like the programming software for your brain and your body to follow. Now, we do all have negative thoughts, which is fine. The key is to be more aware of your thoughts and ask yourself if it's really true. A lot of the time, we're just that used to thinking negative things about ourselves, we accept them as fact. We imagine the worst case scenario automatically because we've just done it for so long without realising. So with the math scenario, you could ask yourself, has there been a time that you got an answer right? Was there a time that you felt like you could do it? And with this information, you've got the power to work out what to do next. So if you're feeling like you do actually really struggle, could you ask for help? Could you get a different teacher? Could you try a new way of studying maths? Could you change your beliefs about your ability so that your brain gives you the evidence to show you that you can do it? Since anxiety is related to what we think and believe, here are some things that you can do to manage your thoughts and your anxiety. Now you could try meditating or deep breathing. You don't need to switch your thoughts off, just be aware of them. So meditation is the quieting of your mind. It's the chatter or the mind monkeys, as I call them, which often tell you that you can't do this and you're no good at that. So you can meditate by going for a walk and focusing on your surroundings. You can try a guided meditation, which is just like listening to a story, and there's loads on YouTube. You can stare at a candle, safely please. You could draw, or just do something that you enjoy where you don't need to think too much. You can exercise, or just breathe slowly in and out. This helps you come back to your present moment without worrying about the future, and it helps you stay calm and in control. You could get a journal and write your anxieties down on paper. Now, it's not to focus on them and make them bigger, but to examine if it's a real threat or not. So is your imagined outcome really going to happen? By getting your thoughts down on paper, you can look for solutions to the cause of your anxiety, and you can see if your worries are realistic or not. You can release the pent-up emotions, and then from there, you can write down what you would like to happen instead. You may feel like you don't have any control of the outcome, but if you focus on what you want to happen instead of what you don't want to happen, it helps you feel better about the situation, and it helps you feel like you have got control. Take care of you. So let's be honest, are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating foods that are healthy? Are you taking drugs or having too much alcohol? Are you exercising? By looking after your body, you're looking after your mind. And if you're running on empty, then you'll start to see the worst in things, overreact to things, and feel overwhelmed. And you just can't think straight like that. So by looking after yourself, you'll be more in control, calmer, and able to see more solutions to your situation. Now, yoga is my favourite form of exercise to try for anxiety because it can really connect your mind and your body. So next, I want you to believe. I really want you to believe in yourself. Believe that you're supported and that you are loved. Believe that you are safe. Believe in miracles. Believe that everything is working out for you. If you think about anxiety as the feeling of unease over an outcome, then why not believe that the outcome will work out for you? We're often taught to react to situations, when in reality we're not able to see the big picture. So the times in my life when I thought I was having a really bad time, in hindsight, they worked out well. The times I didn't get the job, I ended up in a rubbish relationship, I didn't get the grade I really wanted, they all taught me that there's no such thing as failure, only feedback. A better job came along. I became clear about what I wanted in a partner and found a better one, and I accepted that I wasn't great at that subject, but focused on what I did enjoy, and I excelled at those subjects. So now, my mantra for life is, everything is always working out for me. And I do my best to high-five the so-called bad times as well as the good, because I can't yet see how the pieces of my life will fit together. Life is a series of lessons, and it's not about getting them right or wrong. We're here to learn and have fun. So if you can trust that you're here because you're worthy, you have special gifts and talents, and that you'll always be supported, it helps the anxiety slip away. Finally, when you do feel anxious, don't mentally beat yourself up. Everyone feels anxious at times. Do what you can to feel better in that moment. Believe it or not, but feeling disappointment or feeling overwhelmed are feelings that are moving you up the emotional scale in the right direction towards feeling happy. Once you feel overwhelmed, you're just 4 steps away from feeling content. Whereas if you felt blame, discouraged, or angry after feeling anxious, you're moving in the opposite direction. You're moving towards depression. So it's important to become aware of your feelings, because they can tell you if you're heading in the right direction or not. But don't feel bad if you're moving in the wrong direction. Know that you have the power to change directions by thinking better thoughts to get yourself feeling better. Now you can do this by listening to music, distracting yourself, exercising, writing in your journal, meditating, or just go and take a nap. A good cry works wonders too. So reach for the next best feeling and go easy on yourself.